Oh, again the same boring action fantasy, without anything special. But that's only the tip of the iceberg of the anime I want to talk about today, World Trigger. If you are fond of battle shonen anime, give me a few minutes to hook you up on probably the next show you won't stop talking about. I don't want to spoil anything, so you can go and check it for yourself. Instead, I will explain to you the fascinating world this series presents and what makes its power system one of the best there is out there. So, let's jump right into the Trigger shenanigans. What's the synopsis of World Trigger? One day, a portal to another dimension was opened and aliens, called neighbors, tried to invade Earth. To battle them, the people stole their technology and learned how to use it against them. That led to the creation of an organization called Border, whose main object is to protect the people from these aliens. That is the main plot, nothing special. The one field I think blows in almost every other similar series is the power system and the way it is applied. In this world, the main source of power is called Tryon. But what exactly is Tryon? It's basically the life energy you possess. The Tryon is also used as a source of energy, and that is the main reason why the aliens attack the Earth, so they can use its people as a power source. Every individual has a different quantity of Tryon in their body that is decided upon their birth and can be increased, or if they increase it, it will be insignificant. Even though they cannot increase the quantity, they can learn how to control it better and become more efficient with the usage. And this Tryon can only be utilized via triggers. And what exactly are these triggers? The triggers are the tools designed to make use of someone's Tryon. Their main purpose is to create a combat body that is called Tryon body and a wide variety of weapons for Border's agents. Let's begin by explaining the Tryon body. This is a combat body that is made entirely from Tryon. When an agent activates his trigger, his real body gets swapped by a Tryon body and is stored safely at the Border's HQ. But what makes this Tryon body different from the normal one? Well, a lot of things. First, the Tryon body can only be damaged by another Tryon. Second, this body has many advantages like enhanced physical abilities, the lack of any physical pain, regeneration over time, and maybe the most important one, the bailout feature. This is a feature that activates when someone's Tryon body sustains too much damage and gets sent automatically to the HQ. Now, let's focus mainly on explaining what the triggers are and how they work. And oh boy, this is one hell of an explanation here, so please stay with me. The trigger is this device here. The most common one consists of 8 swords that agents can equip. Even though you can equip 8 different weapons or tools, that doesn't mean everyone does it, as even the addition of each sword drains from your Tryon. So agents with low levels of Tryon don't always equip all 8 swords. That said, there are 4 different kinds of triggers we know about. First are the ones the Tryon soldiers use, second are the ones the Border agents used, third are the black triggers, and last are the ones the neighbors use. The triggers used by the Tryon soldiers are automatically programmed, and there isn't much about them except that the Border studies these triggers to improve their ones. The ones I want to talk about are the Border's triggers, as they have the biggest variety we have seen. They are divided into combat, defensive and support types. So, let's start with combat triggers. They are the most important and have the widest range of all. They on their hand are divided into 3 groups based on the type of weapon one uses and the class he chose. More specifically, the classes are Attacker, Gunner and Sniper. The Attacker triggers in mass production are 3 types too: Kugetsu, Grey Gust and Scorpio. Kugetsu is the first attacker trigger and the most popular one, with its specific being very durable with high attack power, but it is just a blade without any gimmick and it's the most balanced one. The Ray Gust is a defensive-oriented attacker trigger that can morph into a shield and has low offensive power, but it is very heavy, characteristics that make it unpopular among attackers. The last one, Scorpio, is a blade that can be drawn from any part of the body and whose shape can be altered freely. By adjusting Tryon, it is also possible to change its size, but the longer it is, the more fragile it becomes, and this trigger is favored by speedy and crafty attackers. Next, the Gunner triggers are basically as many as you can think of. With the combination of 2 types, a third one is created, so that in the show we can see a crazy amount of variety, like normal shots, shots that can track its object, shots that explode before impact, shots that can do both tracking and exploding, and also lots of guns. We have pistols, rifles, shotguns, grenade launchers, and miniguns, so the gunner's triggers are probably infinite. It is a matter of how creative someone can be. And last for this category, the sniper triggers. First, let me explain how the sniper triggers are different from gunners. The biggest difference is that unlike the gunner triggers that are basically bullets, just in different forms, the sniper triggers are the weapons themselves. And if you think that this is not that big of a difference, it is. Every bullet from a sniper trigger consists of a massive amount of tryon, and it is not suitable for a rapid fire, which is the most popular feature of the gunner triggers. So the snipers are mostly used as a surprising attack from far away, as one shot is all they need to end their opponent. But that means they are really vulnerable in close combat, so the snipers usually stay hidden and wait for the right time to shoot. And the types of sniper weapons are three: Egret, Ibis, and Lightning. Egret is an all-purpose sniper that focuses on range. The higher the tryon of the user, the more the range extends. Aside from range, this trigger is remarkable for its high muzzle velocity and firepower. Since it has no flaws and is the most balanced one, it is also the most popular one. Next is Ibis. This trigger has the most firepower, but its low muzzle velocity makes it difficult to score a hit. Being the heaviest and the bulkiest of the three rifles, it is rarely used. And the last one is Lightning. As its name suggests, it has the highest muzzle velocity and a high degree of accuracy, but it possesses low power input. Although not on the level of gunner triggers, it is also capable of rapid fire, which makes it ideal for loading the target with low power bullets. With that ends the list of combat triggers, so let's pass on the defensive triggers, which are only two types we know about. The first one is Escudo, which erects an extraordinary resistance barrier from the ground or other surfaces through physical contact with it. And the second one is Shield, which is extremely flexible defensive trigger that erects a barrier anywhere the user wishes within a radius of 25 meters. It can be set to hover in one place or move along with the target. Lastly, the support or the optional triggers. They can be infinite. There are traps, wires, ones that make you invisible, ones that block the radar for other people's, and the list goes on. I'm pretty sure we are going to see a lot more in the future, so there is no need to explain every single one of these triggers. And with that, we are finished with the borders triggers. Next are the exceptional ones, the black triggers. They are ultra powerful special triggers that are created when a person sacrifices their life, fusing their tryon, will, and personality into a trigger. This makes each black trigger unique and far stronger than standard triggers. We see two black triggers in the border, Jin's Blade and Kuga's Replica. There are more shown later, but if you want to see them, go and watch the series. The neighbor triggers are yet to be studied more deeply, but we can say some things about them based on what we have seen till now. First, they are not mass-produced like borders and are specially made for each individual. While this makes them stronger in one-on-one situation, the borders triggers are better designed for cooperation and tactical play. And also, the neighbors don't have the bayout feature, which is a really big minus. And here I want to add a little opinion. Some may think this is too complicated and unnecessarily long, but I don't agree at all. Unlike something like JJK, which is complicated for the sake of being complicated and making the characters look smarter than they are, here at World Trigger, it is not like that at all. Yes, it may be a long list of explanations, but you can feel how the author wrote every single detail with love, care and understanding. He created such a fascinating and incredible world, which would be a shame if you don't give a chance. And lastly, I want to give you a glimpse of the way the battles proceed in this anime. When we talk about the border, in most cases the agents are divided into pairs of three, one attacker, one gunner and one sniper. There are some exceptions though. They are a team and fight together as a team. It doesn't matter if one agent has the capabilities of rank A. If the whole team is rank B, then he is rank B too. I said ranks, but I never explained what these ranks are. Basically, there are 4 ranks: C rank the trainees, B rank the regular combatants, A rank the elite agents, and S rank, which are the black trigger users who don't participate in the rank wars. And the ranked wars are the way the border verifies if a rank B team is ready to get promoted to a rank A. But let me give you more context to it. Every team that is not made of trainees starts as a low B rank. They fight against another B rank teams to earn points, and if they earn enough points, they go up in ranks. And that until they reach the top 2 spots, and at the end of every season, the top 2 spots face an A-rank team as a test to see if they are qualified to move up to rank A. The reason I'm telling you this is because the battles between the teams are on a whole other level. They are one of the best, if not the best example of a well-balanced strategic game that also relies on everyone's individual performance. The agents have all the info about the other teams they will go against, their triggers, their combat style, their dynamic, everything, and that is when the leaders shine the brightest. They must decide how to defeat the other team, knowing that there probably won't be any surprises as everyone knows almost everything about everyone. The fights are intense, and it is almost impossible to guess how the battles will develop. They keep you on the hook and don't get boring no matter how many you see. There was a time while I was watching the anime when something about the main plot was being revealed, but I just wanted to skip directly to the next ranked wars battle. They are really exceptional. In the end, whether you give it a shot or not, it is your choice. But believe me when I say that this anime is incredible and you won't regret giving it a chance. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your opinion in the comments and until next time.